Alright, have all those. Let's finish the, Viper stuff. We talked about a lot of stuff. I don't know what we talked about, and it probably has to do with finding stuff. We're the big burb. The big burb we're trying to kill. Could you wait here for a moment? Keish and I have asked me to verify a theory of his, and it shan't be long. It's exactly as you surmised. Most of those who had seen Suck My Dick and lived to tell the tale are Alamegan adventurers. I knew it. Gotta be that fragrance. A lot of animals have a powerful sense of smell, and Suck My Dick is no exception, which makes it more sensitive to odors that doesn't care for. I reckon the beast can't stand the wild grass from those potpourris. It's a potent fragrance, a lot like another kind of grass we got back in Toriel. Come to think of it, Suck My Dick never went anywhere near that grass was growing. If one man's meat is another's poison, perhaps the same can be said for aromas. Exactly. Now we know what Suck My Dick can't stomach, and we can use this information to drive it where we want. Then it would behoove me to share our discovery with Innocent Stork. Given the information and our contacts at her disposal, I dare say she'll help us find a way to utilize the fragrance to its max potential. I dare say you're right. In the meantime, we'll head over to Girbanya and pick us some wild grass. Yes, by all means. We must do everything in our power to avert further tragedy. Many of the adventurers gathered here are so terrified of encountering Suck My Dick that they're considering abandoning the profession entirely. Several are yet fledglings. If they have to contend with foes far beyond their reckoning, they die before gaining enough experience to even be considered adventurers. The thought of their bright futures being snatched away like that is almost more than I can bear. This is the very reason I joined the Twin Adders, to prevent such senseless deaths. I therefore humbly request your cooperation in slaying the dreaded Suck My Dick. No need. I have every intention of putting the bastard in the dirt. Magnificent. To the matter at hand, then. A few moments ago, one of the adventurers mentioned the wild grass we seek grows abundantly at Pike Falls. Once you've collected enough, let us rendezvous at Quarry Mill. I must warn you, though, Girbanya is home to some particularly vicious wildlife. Be on your guard. That's the wrong necklace for my character. Rifle's on the hand. The rifle's on the hand. Do, 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 ah. This brings back memories. One time I was picking herbs to make a paralyzing agent that works wonders on Toriel. Only thing was I forgot to wear gloves. Couldn't feel my hands for the next 3 days. I think you actually got the feeling back, though, right? That's a hole. What's that hole? I don't think I've ever seen that hole before. Or it's been here and I have not paid attention enough. Okay, my curiosity has me. I don't care. I'm doing something else. Oh. It looked like it was deeper than that. I guess the dark water underneath made it that way. That'll do it. As much as I love to stick around here and study the wildlife, better get back to Power Mill. Upon being informed of your plan to entrap Suck My Dick, I came as quickly as I could. We just need a way to defuse the extract. You've done well to gather so much wild grass. As I promised, I've called upon Innocent Stork to advise us on our next steps. I placed an order with an alchemist acquaintance for custom-made diffuser pouches, which may be employed to spread the aroma over a wild area while prolonging its potency. We'll issue the pouches to the twin outer units, tasked with driving the beast towards an isolated location of our choosing. Away from civilians in the ideal spot for the final showdown. That's good thinking. Indeed, once the pouches have been produced, the beast is as good as ours. If I may, there's a further request I wish to make. Rather than slaying Suck My Dick, I am saying that. Because I decided that's how I'm gonna say it. Alright, would you instead capture it alive? To better understand its behavior, such knowledge will prove invaluable should predators of similar nature trouble us in the future. That's a risk we can't afford to take, ma'am. Those hunters who tried baiting it with the carcass laced with sedatives. But, Suck My Dick saw right through their plan. It's demonstrated a degree of cunning in the rival anyman's. Even if we did capture it, it's only a matter of time before it escapes and kills again. There's only one way you can deal with a monstrosity like that. You slay it first chance you get. No half measures. No hesitation. Then we are left with no other choice. Pray forgive me for such ill-considered suggestion. I shall abandon all thoughts to capture the beast. Instead, turn my attention to the procurement of diffuser pouches. You will hear from me soon. That smile tells me no. She ought to know by now what we're up against. Why even ask? Innocent Stork cannot be trusted. She isn't as innocent as her feathers may look. I ain't the type to guess at people's motives. I mean, folks' motives. Wish she'd do us all a favor and put our cards on the table. The rich and powerful are rarely so obliging. Got that right, but since the assault of the earth are speaking our minds, there's a fear in you. But of what I can't tell. You have further thoughts? Never know, I might be able to help. Well, after talking with those adventurers, I can't help but feel a little scared of Suck My Dick, that's all. Anyways, I should return to Gridania to make my report. Well, if I can't put a dick into it, I'll put anything else. With consent. Folks always saying one thing but meaning another. When I just was starting to believe I got a huge hang of polite conversation. Ain't no forcing this, I know. Wallace has something to say. Say it when he's good and ready. So now we gotta wait on those pouches. Who knows how long it'll be. Keep an eye on things here, so I recommend you get ready to face Suck My Dick. Is keen to confront. Wallace said word that the diffuser pouches are ready. Send it over now. Once he arrives, I can put this plan into action. The pouches have been distributed among the twin outers. Among the instructions on correct handling, you see, according to the alchemist who made them, the aroma of the wild grass dulls the senses. For the average person, this will do little more than soothe the nerves. But to a creature with heightened sense of smell, the effect would be far more pronounced. As for where we will entrap Suck My Dick, Innocent Stork has proposed the location in the Dravian hinterlands she believes is ideal. The surrounding area is largely uninhabited, and Edelshire, the only settlement nearby, is relatively simple to defend. We already have consulted the Ishgardians, and gave us their blessing to proceed. It's all well and good, but by the look on your face, you're not. I ain't gonna press, but I suggest that once we get to Dravania, you best hang back and let us leave the fighting to us. You know full well I'm keeping things from you, yet you still show concern for my well-being. Why? Well, just my way, I suppose, or the way I was trained as a Viper. It's our job to keep folks safe from creatures that go against the natural order. Doesn't matter who you are or whose side you're on, feud, politics, feuds, all that drama ain't our concern. I'll admit, I've got my doubts about you, but you're still someone I need to protect from Suck My Dick. Simple as that. There's something you should know. Out in West Corthus is... Well, I thought you yet to depart from Quarry Mill. What's keeping you? Lieutenant Gullis, what's ever the matter? You look like someone just walked over your grave. I'm glad the two of you in better spirits, though, seeing our friend is somewhat under the weather. Perhaps it's best he stays behind with me in Edelshire. No objections here, but Gullis and I were having a heart-to-heart, if you don't mind. I do. We have a schedule to keep. And I must insist our dear Vipers get underway. While you're en route to Dravanian Hinterlands, I would be happy to lend an ear to Gullis in his troubles. You needn't worry yourselves. It's of no import. I wish you both good hunting. Fucking rich people. Talk about shit timing. For better or for worse, we'll find out what is holding back soon enough. Anyways, we got a tutorial of it all to see. To slay, yeah. No sign of Suck My Dick, which gives us time to pick a good spot for ambush. Let me know what you find. Probably found some Charlene shit way of trying to capture it. Okay. While this location offers a commanding view of the area, it does not offer enough space to fight to your full potential. I think that's quitter talk. I think you aren't trying hard enough. Skill issue. Cramped conditions offer only limited view of vision. Combat would be doubtless prove difficult. Also sounds like a skill issue. All of the is obscured by the wall. It should remain easily concealed. You've surveyed number of locations. Each variable is suitable. Eager to hear your report. You know, I would think that this area right here would be good. Like in this corner area rather than where we were and hide behind that or something, but okay. Something you ain't gonna believe. You smell that? It's gotta be one of Innocent Store's diffuser patches. Somebody must have hidden it with a bag of wild grass sneaking up the place. No way that Soak My Dick would ever gonna show. Well, it's an Innocent Store sent us on a wild outback chase. So where's our tutorial if you're not here? Of course, Western Highlands. Ah, so that's what Golos was trying to tell us, at least till it's cut off. Then he locked the clue, lead us to Innocent Store. She's probably still plotting to capture the Suck My Dick alive, the stubborn fool. Yeah, this is actually a better area. No signs of a tricksters or Suck My Dick. Best keep it searching. There they are. Well, if it isn't our esteemed Vipers with all their supposed skill and intellect, asserting that capturing the great Suck My Dick was not impossible. Well, perhaps you were simply afraid. As you can see, I've proved equal to the task, and all it took was a little ingenuity. I understand Suck My Dick is cunning and cruelty better than anyone. There's no way you got it in that cage without... Wait, where's your bodyguard? You and yourself observed how attempting to lure the Suck My Dick was obvious bait, but in failure. Beast is still a beast, a predator that is compelled to hunt. Casualties are inevitable, and prudent strategy must account for them. As an exceptional one, however, would leverage this element to its advantage, as mine did. You ordered him to put sedatives in his pockets, and face Suck My Dick alone. It was over before it began. His screams still ring in my ears. So, you fed Suck My Dick the sedatives, and your bodyguard along with them. Are you telling me he willingly offered himself up? Enthusiastically, even. All to ensure his plague-stricken family receive treatment, the duration of which will be determined by his performance. He all but leaped into the beast's maw. As I'm sure will agree, there's no limit to what we can accomplish when given the appropriate incentives. Finally shown your true colors. I saw them right away, but okay. I dare say you've harbored suspicions since we first met. I'm pleased to say the real me is so much more interesting. Everyone has their unique proclivities, and I'm no exception. I've awoken to the thrill of bringing a rare and ferocious beast under my power. That only whets my appetite for the true pleasure. When I unleash my pets upon worthy adversaries to enact scenes of glorious carnage. I've met my fair share of monsters, but none of them compare to you. A monster and a fool. There's a Toriel Vitral. The moment you open its cage, it's gonna rip you to shreds. Indeed it would, if it were so inclined. But if the Sakmai deck is as intelligent and bloodthirsty as you say, you will so learn that I can provide a constant supply of worthy prey. In return, it will accept me as its master. It's awake. I'm quite sure you can fit your hand through that. Ah! I grow tired of this place. Good, because I grow tired of you. One of my lesser pets should be able more than adequate to dispose of you. After all, I'm loath to release suck my dick while it remains subdued. And though I may not be watching, do try and put on a good show regardless. Hi. Well, shame. He's fine. Awaken. Poor fool. We didn't hear that coming up behind you. Thanks, I owe you. God damn it, I can't believe anyone would be stupid enough to try and tame a notorial withdrawal. Never mind suck my dick itself. What really sticks in my craw is that Alice has been dancing to innocent Stork's tune. And then I was thinking he needed our help. He seems to be afraid of her, like before. You're right, there's more than this that meets the eye, and that doesn't mean they're transformers either. Anyways, no point in freezing our arses off here. Let's get back to Choir Mill to think things over. So I'm thinking, scary pastime, I know. We're gonna do this, finish this set, and then finish the clothing set that I needed to do by defeating the emerald weapon and all this other stuff. And then probably end it for the night. That'll be another hour or so. One thing I know for certain is suck my dick ain't gonna play the obedient pet for long. Innocent Stork's gonna find a way that out the hard way. But I reckon that'll be after she gets the urge to indulge in her twisted appetites. I'll do what I can to suss out what she's got to do before then. Then there's guys. The Twin Adders need to know what he's been up to, that he's still alive. For now, at least. You best get back to your training now. Caged or not, suck my dick is out there, and our job ain't done till it's dead. senses a coiled viper. Since the last time we spoke, the Twin Adders have been looking for Gallus, but they haven't found hide nor hair. Meanwhile, there's plenty of suck my dick sightings. Seems innocent stalks eager to put a new pet to work. I expect that's why Gallus has commanded an officer to ask for our help. Let's head to the Adder's Nest and hear what he has to say. Yeah, Gavin. What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Oh, apparently Gavin is not his commander. Or lieutenant. I'll say, you don't look familiar of all the Twin Adders. It's finally good. It's good to finally meet both of you. Gallus spoke highly of you and your contributions in our hunt for Suck My Dick. Speaking of which, you got information for us, right? We've received multiple eyewitnesses reports of a creature surpassing even the most elite mark. Dispatches victims swiftly before flying away. Head innocent stalks direction, I wager. She's setting Suck My Dick loose to kill for her own amusement. Those slain were mostly roaming adventurers, but the circumstances of each attack suggested escalation. Pieces striking in broad daylight, closer to more populated settlements. The risk of massacre grows greater by the day. There's another matter I wish to discuss, which may shed some light on the situation. We've received a letter from Gallus. Though details are sparse, he wishes to resign from the Twin Adders. The letter also includes a message for you two. Do you recall our discussion in the Southern Thanlan? Though my inspirations were beyond me, I pray you succeed in fulfilling your own. However, Gallus, you wanted to prevent those with bright futures from dying before their time. That's why you joined the Twin Adders. Wait, we had that talk in the Shroud, not Thanlan. And he mentioned our aspirations, which is to protect the people from rampaging beasts. Don't you see? He's telling us that Suck My Dick is going to appear in Southern Thanalan. I was about to say, we did it in the Shroud. A hidden message, albeit not particularly well hidden one. Innocent Stork read this. She would have surely divined his intent. I can only surmise she knew and allowed the letter to be sent regardless. What better way to lure you to a confrontation with Suck My Dick than take advantage of Gorse's sincere plea to help? Trap or not, a confrontation suits me fine. If it's a show she wants, then we're happy to oblige. As for where, she doubtless wishes to avoid attracting the attentions of the Immortal Flames and the Alaja. The Sagoli Desert does like not. I will send the word to Ulda. In the meantime, I wish you every success. Watch how badly I fail this. Another car. Another carcass. This was Suck My Dick's work. Don't expect the trail to be this easy to pick up. Perhaps I should have. All that's left now is to walk straight into the trap. No viper worth the salt's ever shied away from danger. Am I right? Such grace, such power, magnificent itself given for worthy of all. Alas, these mediocre distractions are poor canvas for your work, for your art. It's over, innocent Stark. I don't know where I'm going with that. Stark. Stark! How dare you! On the contrary, the main attraction's just beginning. Goddess, what have you done to him? After his childish trick with the coded letter, I decided to let Suck My Dick punish him. An appetizer, if you would. And all the money and the privilege in the world, and this how he chooses to use it? Killing for killing's sake? No better than a Torio Vitro, a monster that deserves to die. A flattering comparison, though you seem to be forgetting the literal monster that stands before you. I mean, that is you, yes. Suck my dick, I brought you fresh play. Oh, I haven't forgotten about you. Coward through and through, I knew. But once I thought you had some pride, guess I was wrong. It's time. Suck my dick is yours. Oz. Yeah, I know, right? I don't know what that was. I'm not paying attention, really. You're not moving fast enough for my sake. I think we can move faster on that circle, circle, square, square shit. Cross. Something's wrong with suck my dick. Don't tell me. Move, you great brute! Move! Hit her. That's it. Innocent Stalk made a huge mistake. Is this all you're capable of? Are you not satisfied with the prey I've provided? You have all you want and more, but only if you obey. Kill them! Kill them now! I demand it! This ain't the... this isn't the suck my dick I know, and I reckon innocent stalk is the reason why. I can smell the wild grass on a less potent mixture of the one we doled out before. It's just enough to suck my dick at arm's length. But even that's too much for the Vithral's senses. That's why it's addled and can't think straight. Even so, she's made a fool's bet. Suck my dick's only tolerant of innocent stalking and shenanigans to state its own bloodlust. Two apex predators can't make nice forever. I'm not done with you yet. Gullus, you stubborn worm! Ah! Bye! How well can you land? Hi. Now it can concentrate on the fight. Alright, Ishnai. Give it everything you got. I mean, I already was, but go on. Yeah, I could give it more. Throw Skishwa at it. That packed a punch. I'm fine. Okay, I'm not fine with that. I'm not fine with that. I'm not fine to... I'm fine with this! They're accumulating Aether. Sweet. Spread. Attack. Break the wings. Brr, 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 brr. Over this beast may find peace, and I don't know why I'm going to this accent. I'm jumping everywhere! Oh, restless beast, may you find peace in death. As the serpent sheds its skin, relinquishes its husk, that he may rise again for the new dawn. Innocent Stork genuinely believes she could bend such a creature to her will. That arrogance cost her her life. She never understood what she was dealing with, or afforded it proper respect. She took her superiority for granted, but the power she wielded to flaunt the laws of men were powerless against the natural order. Gosh, Ishnai, thank you for everything. It was a damn sight harder than I'd reckoned it'd be, but I've finally avenged my brother in arms and fulfilled my duty. I can only once again hold my head high. So give him a potion? He looks like he's wounded. The hunt is finished. All that remains for me is to face my punishment. So, Suck My Dick may be dead, but we still got a loose end or two to tie up. You haven't told us yet why you led us on a merit chase for innocent Stork. May as well come clean now. Well, when I was young child, my merchant parents were slain by a wild creature on their travels. I meant what I said out in Fall Gourd when I told you I swore to save the lives of others from a similar fate. That's why I joined the Twin Adders. A commendable motivation. Then I met Innocent Stork, who explained the great enthusiasm that she shared my desire to protect others by bringing these beasts to heal. I thought I had found a kindred spirit. But later I realized she fed me nothing but lies. She used me to obtain the information collected by the Twin Adders, all for the sake of identifying potential additions to a menagerie. Excuse me. I disclosed all manner of sensitive intelligence to her, believing it was further her efforts to save lives. This time I learned of her true intentions, it was too late. I confronted her and told her I was going to inform my superiors. She smiled and laughed and said she would unleash her fiends upon Gridania if I spoke a word. With some of her finest reserves specifically for my family. So I'm guessing it was Innocent Stork's idea to have you join the investigation to suck my dick. It was. There's no excuse for what I did. Allowing myself to become her pawn just led to so much needless suffering. Nothing I could say or do will ever be enough to earn your forgiveness. Whatever punishment awaits me, I shall gladly accept it. Well, Ishnai, what do you think? I don't think much, actually. I think you should decide. If he'd done wrong to me, I'd be willing to look the other way. But his deceptions cause all kinds of trouble to the Twin Adders. They're the ones who need to stand in judgment. Quite right. I will request my superior meet us at Quarry Mill, where I give my full account. We aren't going to check the body? I mean, leave the body place where the monsters can eat it. It's settled then. Let me just when you're ready. I think it's more to your report than saying of suck my dick. Yes. I appreciate you coming to see what that justice is served. As a soldier of the Twin Udders, your actions are inexcusable. Once I have my report, the expulsion will be the least of your worries. There'll likely be a trial. Where I come from, we don't take kindly to lies neither. Our word is our bond, and the violation of that trust demands punishment. But I will say this. The lies he told were to protect the people of Gridania. Not only that, the actions he took contributed directly to the defeat and death of Suck My Dick. I won't say the end justifies the means, but it's not nothing. Duly noted, though I trust you understand this consideration may not change the outcome. Yes, sir. Ain't my place to tell you folks how to handle your business. I'm just a simple man who crossed the salt to kill a Vtuber. But if Gallus isn't stuck in a cell for the foreseeable future, I got something he could help me with. You see, now that my business here is concluded, it's high time I made my way back home. Trouble is, passage back is more than I can presently afford. I'm gonna need some work put to work. And I reckon Gallus could help me find clients in the needed Viper skills. For a simple man who knows better than to tell us how to handle our business, you've struck up an intriguing solution. Well, I've spent a far better time in the company of a silver-tongued someone. I am not that! Why are you looking at me?! Gallus, your conduct cannot be easily forgiven, but even so, it must be acknowledged that you played a vital role in the slaying of Suck My Dick. Swear to never again stray from the path of righteous, and no charges will be brought against you. Moreover, I will accept your voluntary resignation, as you did previously request. With this arrangement, you may yet pursue your dream of defending the innocent from nature's most deadly threats. In your capacity as Kishua's assistant. What do you say? I shall do as you ask. I have my word, though I will bear the shame of my misdeeds as long as I live. I shall endeavor to redeem myself through service to the people. You can start by finding me some beasties to slay. Well, it seems like I'll be sticking around Aosia for a while longer. In the meantime, you'll sure find some clients of your own. I reckon this continent's more than big enough for the both of us. Wherever there are folks in need of a Viper, that's where we'll be. So, where does Innocent Stork's money go? Can I have it? No? Maybe? So? Bleedy eyes? No goes hunted any challenge in prairie lately? No. Well, how fair of you late. Just like back at Toriel, I've been working as a Viper, putting out all kind of beasts. Only difference now is Gallus is the one finding clients for me. Must be doing something right, because Gil's been rolling in. Still got a ways to go till I've earned enough to ferry back home, though. Gallus actually suggested using some of my savings to pay for trips to Ishgard and Charlian so I can hunt Mark's farther afield. I'm happy to go where they're needed, even if there's set to be back a few. Now that I'm no longer an Adler, I have no choice but to hand in my uniform. New garb, I'm ready to fend off forest-dwelling fiends alongside Quiche. He's looking handsome in that outfit. What outfit are you wearing? I'm not distracted. Easily. Okay, I'm going to jump to talk to Tataru. I need to run to the restroom, though. backpack, backpack, back. Special delivery. Aggressive expansion. Kinky. Ishnai, I've been meaning to speak with you. Mr. Satoru mentioned the most astounding thing to me earlier. That you aided in the liberation of... We're late. Among other things, yes. Late. So I see, you fought the weapons of the 7th Legion alongside none other than the Black Wolf himself. Well, that makes you the perfect candidate for our next job. You see, we're planning to send our latest samples of military equipment to Wurlitz. Intergovernment, since Gaius Belzar oversees such matters, who better than his sister-in-arms to pitch our wares? Word has it that Wurlit forces are in process of choosing a supplier to outfit their troops. So we're keen to throw our hat into the ring. So would you be willing to assist us? Be a good opportunity to speak with Gaius. Wonderful. I can't thank you enough. If our sources are correct, you should be able to find Gaius in Turncliffe. Should you chance upon any potential ornaments for Mr. Satoru's necklace, please do bring them back with you. Good speaking resistance. Way to do that. Yes, Turncliffe. I was not expecting you, Ishnai. I didn't mean to hit that. The situation. Or what situation? I see. Then you are here on other business, yes? Samples of military equipment? My thanks, but there is more urgent matter that requires my attention. I've received a report that the G Savior Mark II has been stolen from the hangar here in Turncliffe. In fact, I am here to speak with an eyewitness. If you're willing, I'd like you to join me. Your insight may prove useful. No, it won't, but go on. Thank you for coming at such short notice, with Ishnai, no less. Aye, as luck would have it, she decided to pay us a visit on my other business. Owing to our present crisis, however, I had her accompany me here. Tell me, is it true that the Mark II was stolen? Don't make me control it again, please. Afraid so. While I was performing maintenance on the Mark I, I caught sight of a man approaching the Mark II and looking very suspicious. Our culprit, in other words. Really? I called out to him, demanding he stayed his business here. But when he turned around, my heart nearly jumped out of my chest. The man who stared back at me was Valens Vanvaro. I'm sure of it. Impossible. He breathed the last before my very eyes. Unless the dead walk among us, that simply cannot be. Did you draw and quarter him? I only know what I saw. Though he wore a visor, the likeness was unmistakable. Even his magenta armor was identical. Pray, forgive the interruption. I bring urgent news. The little ones. These former captives of the 7th insist they need to speak with you. Please forgive us, Father. Our Father, he... Calm yourself, lad. You are safe now, I promise. Tell us what happened. Our father, Valence, came back and told us to show us where the war mecha are. We know how to get in here, so we sometimes come for a peek at the big machines. After telling Valence how to sneak inside, he made off with the Savior G Mark II. Given what you boys have been through, I know how difficult it must be to confess what happened. Your bravery is commendable. Now, you had best return to the orphanage. Fear not, we will deal with this so-called Valence. Though I highly doubt he's returned from the dead, if that war machina has been fallen into the wrong hands, consequences could be catastrophic. We must give chase and swiftly. Will you lend me your aid? Why are you asking? Just set me in a direction and go. You have my gratitude. We'll set out to reclaim G's Savior Mark II as soon as you're ready. Pray inform the Ironwork staff when you've seen to your preparations. As the Mark II was seized so easily bespeaks the need of tighter security. For now, however, we must focus on the task at hand. Even now, I still cannot believe my own eyes. Valence alive. The very thought of it makes my blood run cold. If you stand a chance against Mark II, you need to fight fire with fire. Luckily for you, you've already... God damn it! Dispatch at your command. The Geovark Savior's automated piloted system currently has us cruising towards Garlemald. If the perpetrator truly is Valence, I am all but certain he's making another attempt to seize the Imperial throne. After all, that is precisely what he hoped to achieve with the diamond weapon after the death of Emperor Varus. But he did not succeed then, nor will he succeed now. I want you to pilot the Warrior G to make sure of it. While I'm entirely capable of taking the helm myself, I must concede that your skill outshines my— No, it does not! I'll provide support from the rear. Kinky. Pop-pat inside the containment apparatus. They have a start. Heat signature detected 3,000 yarms to the floor. Readings are unmistakable. It can only be the Mark II. That ass, though. Ideally, we would shoot him down before he can detect us, but in doing so would destroy the vessel and him with it, making it impossible to identify the culprit. Our only choice is to draw near and neutralize the vessel's propulsion systems, even if it means alerting him to our position. I beg to differ. Someone's wormed their way into our frequency, but this voice, it couldn't be. Oh, but it is. My, how long has it been, Lord Balsar? Nero! I suspected Nero, so the rumors were true. You survived the battle at Castrum and now work as an engineer under Sid. Work under? Clearly you're misinformed. I'm merely using my unequal talents to save the poor fool from his own ineptitude. And now I'm here to do the same for you. He's a power bottom. Do enlighten us to how... It's simple, really. I crafted an ornament that will immobilize Garland's wretchedly designed vessel. Even have given it an appropriate name. I call it Anti-G. Why? You're gonna not teach people about the G-Spot? expecting this day will inevitably come. I took the liberty of loading it onto the Mark I's weapon bay in advance. You're welcome. Now, adventurer, listen and listen well. Sorry, I can't hear you over the bottom mewling. What I'm about to tell you is the key to sinking the Scarlet Vessel, and I will find the idea of its destruction unbearable. It's nevertheless the perfect opportunity to prove who's the superior engineer, Garland or myself. Do put on a show. The bottom is still mewling. Following sequences, time your inputs. Fuck! You lock on the vessel immediately and fire a barrage of anti-G missiles. What requires a wake of our take offensive maneuvers. Anti-G is far less achievement of born a scientific genius, but no matter if it misses target, understood. I already forgot. Is the yellow supposed to hold? And the other one's supposed to tap? No, wait, this is good. Okay. Oh, I gotta tap. Fuck. You would say it's idiot-proof, but it is fucking not. Why, I dare say you're natural. With that precious propulsion engines neutralized, our core is defenseless. What are you waiting for? Capture him! No, he's not finished yet! So the cornered brute still has some fight left in him. I trust you can show him the folly of his perseverance? He's not going anywhere. And this time I'm gonna draw and fucking quarter him, since nobody seems to be able to do that! I have a fucking laser butt. Mech battle! Let's go! Excellent work. Quickly, we must go after him. Ah. You were right? Now, draw and fucking quarter him. What cruel irony that the vessel should crash here of all places. Where the diamond was. Surrender. There's no escape. It's you! Gaius! And who are you? What do you mean? I'm Valens, the man destined to inherit the Imperial throne. Very well. I'll do this the hard way. This man is not Valence. I will not soon forget how Valence faced frozen fear in his final moments, how the light in his green eyes extinguished alongside the flame of his life. Yet the resemblance is uncanny all the same. I will not ask again. Who are you? Is he a clone? Answer sincerely or atone for your sins with your life. My name is Porpius. I served as a pious in the 7th Legion under Lord Valen's command. When I reviewed the 7th Legion's records, I saw no mention of there being another of his kin within his ranks. Your face, surely not. That's right, and I would gladly do it again. Were Lord Valens to become Emperor, his life would be under constant threat. This is my expression of devotion, and my willingness to sacrifice myself in his name. To go so far as to change your own face. But why still the Mark II? Like your master, I presume you wish to use it to ascend the throne? But the throne is all but a means to an end. My true aspiration is to embolden the people of the shattered remains of Garlemald to rise up once more and take what's theirs by birthright. Only we Garleans are fit to inherit this star, herding the cattle masses as we milk them for all they're worth. This is the way it should be, just as Lord Valens envisioned. And the words of Emperor Solus, no land must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule. I also killed him. Did you knock him out or kill him? The ravings of a madman. Lest you wonder, I have not killed him. I had a feeling. We've recovered the Mark II and apprehended our perpetrator. Let us return to Turncliffe. Thanks for lending your aid despite the suddenness of my request. Children were able to rest easy knowing the impostor has been captured and the vessel reclaimed. That said, you were here on other business. Let us delay no further. Now, could you enlighten me as why you came to deliver clothing samples? An enterprise founded by a former Scions, with you asking on their behalf. Clearly, the equipment is of fine make. I and my associates will give it all due consideration. Still, I confess I am rather surprised to see the champion of Eorzea doing such mundane tasks delivery. The Centauri must command a great deal of respect. And his adventurer takes everything in stride. Delivery is sky fishing, traveling to the furthest edges of the universe. I see. The spirit of an adventurer. Perhaps I should learn from your example. In any case, I believe your errand is complete, but if you are willing, there's another whom I would ask of you. The boys are doubtless still unnerved by what happened earlier. I would assuage their concerns, make it clear to them that Valence is well truly gone. But it cannot come from the Garlean like myself. Could I prevail upon you to tell them my stead? Thank you. I believe you'll find the boys near the storage area. Pray give them the good news. The children are so anxious. I thought they would be best if I stayed by their side. I hope you can forgive us, miss. We're really sorry about what we did. We shouldn't have snuck into the hangar or told him how to do it either. Did you really file at the G-Warrior? I hope you can take me with you one day when you're older. Oh, you're back! Miss, please tell us you have Tell us what happened. So you got the machine back? You're amazing, miss. That man was just pretending to balance. Does that mean the real one's not coming back? Yes, he's gone for good, my dear. Pray remove any thought of what that wretched man from your mind. Thank goodness. Even now I see his face in my dreams every night. I'm always so afraid. I want to tell Miss Ali, but I know I mustn't. She's been through so much. Haven't you heard? Ali has been helping out. Ali has been helping out at the orphanage. I keep going through different names. She's been taking really good care of us. We don't want her to worry. Should keep secret. What happened to Secret? We heard that Vales did awful things to Miss Ali too. Please, we don't want to bring back all those horrible memories. Thank you, Miss. You're the best. She's probably listening from a corner. Say, you know Miss Ali too? Do you think you could help us? We want to make her wish come true for being so kind to us. I heard she dreamed of having a portrait of her family. We think it'd be nice if someone painted one for her. But besides Master Gaius, her family's gone. Perhaps we could just describe her siblings to the artist. Yes, that could work. Leave it to me. I have just the thing. Really? We'll fetch the painter. Did that Orby orb? Orba warb? Can you tell Miss Ali and Mr. Gaius to meet us at the lookout? Then I shall take a leaf out of Nero's book and prepare a surprise of my own. Okay, meet me at the lookout once you've spoken to Gaius and Ali. Ali. Ishnai! Forgive me. Didn't know you'd be visiting. What brings you here? The children said they wanted to do that for me? It's very kind of them. Well, it's true I've spoken of this on an occasion. The family portrait just wouldn't feel right without Millie, Recon, Rex, and Alphonse. Still, it wouldn't be right to refuse. They're only trying to cheer me up after all. I'd best go and meet them at the lookout. God, I'm so small compared to him. Have you spoken with the children? So, though Verulin's atrocities left scars that may never heal, his victims will be relieved by the news. It is heartening to say that they should wish to perform such an act of kindness for Ali. Very well, I will do as they ask. I shall meet everyone there shortly. I considered joining the fight to take back Warlit, but I decided against it in the end. I've been given a second chance with my family, so my fighting days are over. They are on their way then? Perfect. I have my own preparations in the meantime. All that remains is to wait our models and our esteemed portraitists. Hi, stranger! I was expecting it to be you. You know, the guy that did the mom of the pirates? That also is kind of the adoptive father over him. Gaius, Ali, would you mind standing over there? Make sure you draw her nice and pretty, mister. Oh, there's no doubt about that. Aww. Did we do it right? Are we making your dream come true? Oh yes, I think you've made her very happy, but we cannot ignore the fact that Gaius is not her only family. I know, but everyone else is gone. I wish we could have done more for her. Don't worry, child. As I mentioned, I prepared a little surprise of my own. The Orby Warby. The sphere. Oh, he's so cute! Look, Allie. They even have outfits on for it. They're all here. Well, I understand you're surprised. You'll have to stand still for the portrait, I'm afraid. Oh, he's so cute! I'm not having chills. Shut up. It's cold. It's freezing. It's, you know, winter now, almost. Thank you. To see Millie alongside her loved ones, I can't tell you how much this means to me. This is truly an art dream come true. I'll treasure this portrait for the rest of my days. Words do not come easily at times such as these, but know that you have my sincerest gratitude. We're so happy Miss Allie's wish came true. Thanks for helping us, miss. We wanted to thank you too, so we got you a gift. We found them on the beach with our friends at the orphanage. They're our greatest treasure. A pair of pretty pink shells. We better go now. We hope you'd like it. May you find the shells beautiful compliment to Tataru's memento. Return to Oshali on the shore. Me? Silly? Never. Welcome back, Ishnai. How did you fare with Gaius and Turncliffe? My goodness, not only did you help them recapture stolen war mecha, you even helped fulfill his daughter's dream. I'm not sure whether I should be in awe of your ability to solve problems, or for my commemoration for encountering so many in the first place. Mayhap that's simply the lot of an extinguished adventurer. Which reminds me, were you able to procure a new adornment for Mistress Tataru's necklace? Why, they're simply remarkable. These must be the fabled rose shells of Wirlet. I hear they're both rare and beautiful, making them the perfect choice for various types of jewelry. We polish them up and make a few refinements. I'm certain we can incorporate them into the necklace. There's something else in the package. A rolled canvas of a portrait, it looks like. Must be a gift for you. Owing to your kindness, I believe we're in the running for forging a contract with Berlitz intern government. There could be no more desirable result for the boutique. And my heartfelt thanks, Ishnai. Well, I don't have room for that. But I don't have the heart to get rid of it either. Game! I'll need to figure out where I'm gonna put it. Treasured bonds. Ishla, I have wonderful news! Thanks to your tireless deliveries, we're now overwhelmed with orders. Mr. Satoru's plan was a success. That's another shipment sent. I don't think I've ever packed so many partials in my life. I don't think we've met before, have we? My apologies. Let me introduce myself. My name is Haz. Dad. Hazadada. Like so many Haitian refugees, I left my home in Pakistan and came to Charlian during the final days. Saved my life more than once. I've been working with at Taru's boutique with Mizina and Barsa. I'd be behind the scenes. It's a rare I had occasion to visit the storefront. An unfortunate side effect of the constant demands on all of our staff, though I think we all agree the hustle and bustle is for the best. Hustle and bustle. But don't you wonder what we'd do once the samples... Don't you wonder what we'll do once the samples have served their purpose? Our equipment is crafted to last, which is wonderful, of course, but also means our customers are not likely to require placements for some time. Therefore, if we're not constantly receiving new customers, our good fortune will eventually sour, no? Mrs. Satoru isn't so foolish to have not anticipated things. I'm sure she's always coming up with new and exciting products to offer our existing clients. Actually, I have an idea of my own. For a new product, I mean. In fact, I presented it to Mr. Satoru the other day. A new uniform for outfit for academics and researchers of Charlian. Oh ho, how enterprising. And what did she say? She seemed hesitant, which I can only interpret as reluctance to hurt my feelings with the explicit rejection. But then she told me to look into it further and draft a formal proposal to review. It's wonderful, Jenna. She said to look into it further. Does she mean to conduct some manner of market survey of academics and researchers? Just so. But, well, some are involved in such sensitive work that simply approaching them is out of the question. Which is to say my petition to enter Labyrinthios was denied. Instead, I decided to try the studium. The secretarial mammoth was only too happy to schedule a meeting with an academic representative. Now that it's come down to it, I feel ill with nerves. If it were on Mr. Satoru's behalf, it would be different. But this was my initiative, my idea. I'd offer to accompany you, but I have to mind the counter. Perhaps you could offer... I was gonna say, guess you're gonna offer my support for me. Thank you. Can I come as well? I'd like to start thinking of what supplies we'll need for our artisans once your plan is approved. Of course, very well then. To the studium we go. Are you gonna meet Gandalf again? Are you gonna meet Gandalf? Can we meet Gandalf? I'll be very unhappy if we don't meet Gandalf. Might not meet Gandalf now that I think about it, but it will. And Thanavar, the man of science, still certainly a practitioner of the alchemical arts, but these scholars pursue all manner of disciplines, some less practical than others, from what I've seen. This building might be a temple for how austere it feels. I'm glad to have your company. I was told, one of the sisters, Alpha, will be meeting us here. I'm sure they'll be along shortly. Hello, representatives from Tataru's boutique, I presume? Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Sheena, and I am ever so obliged to make time to speak with you. Paul, at your service. There's no need to stand on ceremony. I assure you, most of our academics are far more concerned with their research than pleasantries, but it's to their detriment at times. Anyways, how may I help you today? A uniform for our academics and researchers, you say? I myself am ill-equipped to offer an authoritative opinion on the matter, so permit me to arrange the meetings with faculty representatives. Gandalf. Please make yourselves comfortable in the auditorium while I go and summon a few of our more personable personnel. Gandalf. Damn it. Well, the Faculty of Archaeology, we spend much of our time traipsing about ancient ruins, but often ends up ruining our clothes, if you'll pardon the pun. An outfit durable enough to handle extended use would be welcome, but it also needs to be lightweight and breathable as well. Equatorial deserts can be most taxing, but then again, you'd be surprised how many relics are hidden at the bottom of lakes. And the northern waters can get quite chilly. As it stands, my colleagues and I throw on any old thing for our field work. Whatever we have on hand is suitable for the conditions, with understanding it may be disposed of afterwards. Funding for research equipment and the likes is precious enough as is, and we can't afford to have a dozen of bespoke garments for every situation. Which is probably not what you were hoping to hear, I realize. No, thank you for your candor. It's true new kits can be rather expensive. We must ensure the prices stay affordable. Dude, the ideal outfit for astronomers? Not that, as an astronomer. How in the world am I supposed to answer that? I know less than nothing about fashion. Well, I suppose we astronomers often conduct our celestial observations from locales remote and subsequently chilly. You know, mountaintops and the likes. So something warm? If warm is truly their only requirement, I think it's safe to say that the opposite of an untapped market niche. The Faculty of Medicine has strict requirements for dress on account of the hygiene regulations. Fabrics that are resistant to stains and possess antibacterial properties are a must, for example. Additionally, we students of nutritional sciences must vigorously dart about the kitchens, so dressing for comfort is nearly as essential for cleanliness. And if it were fashionable enough to perhaps inspire others to follow our footsteps, all the better. We require no such clothing in the Faculty of Anthropology. We make all that we require right here. Rather, Professor Tunkin prefers to do so, that he may better understand how the necessity begets innovation. An outfit that eliminates aether sickness? Without a doubt. You think we're at the facility of aetherology would have developed such an outfit by now? No. But alas, our primary projects demand every moment we possess. We can't afford to divide our resources. You might be able to do research more effectively if you can survive it. Then not get sick from it. And also Gandalf cry. Well, how did it go? Horribly, because there was no Gandalf. I don't know, to be honest. Everyone has such different preferences. I'm not sure if it's even possible to satisfy them all. A fair concern. Studios' facilities are filled with opinionated individuals, each with their own peculiarities. And additionally, our academics spend much of their time engaged in fieldworks, as opposed to seminars, which further complicates the stipulations of dress. Academics sounds just as unique for adventurers, yeah, but they don't like me because I'm violent, savage. Indeed, it was naive to assume that one type of uniform could account for the needs of all academics. We have best return to the boutique. Thank you for your assistance, Mistress Aleppo. I still need to finish the raids for her little sister. Tales of Wonder. I truly thought I had a good idea. No doubt Mr. Sataru knew its folly, but had me research it regardless. So I might reach the conclusion on my own. She meant well, I'm assured. See how the hardships make you strong? That's an important phrase to you, isn't it? It's from the Thanavarian thing. Yep, it's an old teaching. Indeed it is. It comes from the teachings bestowed upon us by the old gods. Many Hanish held fast to those words and their wisdom during the final days, and so not to give in to despair. When we call upon the divinities, it's not to beg for salvation, but for guidance. So long as we live by their teaching, there's no hardship we cannot overcome. It's a core tenet of the Hanish faith that has seen us through much adversity since the founding of our nation. It is as you say, Hastad. Yet until you did, it did not occur to me to consider how they might apply to my personal struggle. Coming to Charlian and working for Mr. Sataru at the boutique, I've met so many people from all sorts of cultures, but in trying so hard to accommodate their wants and needs, I fear my own heritage has become an afterthought. There's no shame in dedicating yourself to work. As we all have our own limits, compromise and sacrifice are inevitable. It may surprise you, but once I aspired to become a steward. To look back on it now, it feels fanciful. Strange how we're so easily let our dreams be cast aside by circumstance. I swore nothing would stand between me and my chosen path. And yet, here I am. I feel like I'm being called out for jumping out of college. Stop calling me out, game! I know the divinities will guide us whatsoever we go, but what if we stray too far? I would be a fool to suggest that perhaps we should return to Thanavar? But Mistress Tataru has done so much for us. We cannot simply leave the boutique in a moment's notice. Maybe not. But what of our family and friends? One thing for us to send money and wear wishes. I wonder if we could not do more if we were there, helping to rebuild. We haven't been back to the village since the final days. And if we've already forgetting our old lives. I don't know. I just think Mr. Sataru should know how we feel is all. I'm quite sure she is more understanding than anybody else who would be in, you know, business. Suppose I have been dedicating myself to work, but is this who I wanted to become? A Hainish who's forgotten her culture? Vasa says that Master Tataru will be stopping by soon. When I asked how she felt about returning to the Venavar, she said she needed time to consider. For my part, at least, I think consulting with Mr. Tataru will help put my mind at ease. My, what a busy counter we have tonight. Stad. It's good to see you out from behind your usual shipping crates. Yes, I thought I'd come and help Jenna with her research. We just returned from interviewing academics at the studium. About that, Mistress Tataru. Suffice to say, the requirements are all radically different. I know I said a uniform for research and academics, but I'm afraid I may have deeply overestimated the feasibility of such projects. That's perfectly alright. The important thing is to learn from what you've discovered so you can retain and apply that knowledge as you continue on your entrepreneurial journey. The right idea for a new product will find us when it's ready. In the meantime, I have more samples of the delivery, and seeing as Ishnai is very conveniently standing within my line of sight... Oh, look at the time fucking run! 1,000 pardons, Mr. Tataru, but before you continue, I wish to speak to you about a personal matter. You have shown us incredible charity, which makes us all the more difficult to ask. But I wonder if I should return home to Thanavar. Please do not mistake this as dissatisfaction with our arrangement. And if anything, I've grown so accustomed to life in Charlian that I fear I've begun to forget myself, my dreams, my faith, the person I used to be before I came here. Not only that, in spite of my regular remittance, I worry our village struggles to rebuild after the final days, where I live happily removed from a burden I ought to share more. It feels disingenuous to both my home and the many kindnesses you've shown us, continue to show us. I see, and do both of you both feel the same? I've been so devoted to my work that I hadn't given much of a thought to returning until Hashtag mentioned it, but to claim that I'm not worried about the village would be a lie. But I'm of similar mind. I must nevertheless remain here. Among other reasons, there's a project I am resolved to complete. Well, I would be very sorry to see any of you go, but if remaining here causes you grief, I will spare no effort to see you home safely. Which is why I've decided our next set of samples shall be delivered to Pakistan. Furthermore, I ask that those who wish to visit accompany Ishnai on her errand. Seeing how your village fares is no doubt the best thing for both of you right now. It'll help you to understand your feelings, after which we may proceed however so you desire. Should your colleagues require it, I'm sure you can be relied upon to dispense the perfect advice. No! No! Yay that I keep being volunteered. Jinna has give everyone my regards. Then it's settled. I'll be preparing the samples at once. Allow me to assist. No matter what happens, we must finish Satoru's necklace. Are you ready to proceed with the restoration, do you think? I dare say we have enough additional materials thanks to Ishnai's dedication. As for the work itself, I thought we could entrust it to the laboratory Mr. Satoru wants to apprentice with. I was sort of hoping I could do it. That would mean a lot to Satoru. Glad you think so as well. Leave your necklaces and Varsa's capable hands enjoyed Hashtag in the Scholar's Harbor. Say, I'm not gonna offer my skills when I know my skills are not up to par when it comes to that kind of stuff. I've been really putting off doing any crafting stuff. Never imagined we get the opportunity to return so quickly. I hope everyone's doing well. I remember when we first set foot on these docks. After a long, exhausting journey through frozen wastes, after surviving those horrid beasts, Mistress Satara was a warm beacon of light. Working at the boutique has helped us rebuild our lives. I will never forget the feeling of powerlessness. Should I have stayed in Pakistan and tried to defend my people? Was I a coward to flee? Is it a betrayal to my home and to myself to remain here? I can't stop thinking in circles. Anyways, I'm glad for this opportunity to better understand where my heart truly lies. All will be well, I'm sure. We must be off lest we miss our connecting flight. Flight? U-boat. Oh, it is a flight. Okay. I've missed the smell of spice and the warmth. Ha! We're back! We're truly back in Thanavar! Was right at hand always this grand? I can't believe we lived so close that so rarely made the trip. You remember how it was? The village duties always kept us all too busy for travel. For defending pilgrims was trying enough for the stewards even before the final days. I wonder how many temple roads are still traversable. Even those resident hands struggled to travel for worship. Our feelings of estrangement may be more common than we think. Since we come all this way, would you mind terribly if Hasanda and I toured the city on our own? Let's plan to meet at Pakistan. How's it? The wrong way. I went the wrong way. Did I go the right way? I don't know. We will find out in that I went the wrong way both times. I was going the right way the first time and then proceeded to... You know what? I'll shut up. I'm tired. Home at last. Yes, home. I can finally breathe again. Come, let's go find the elder. Elder Vet. Hazada Jenna? How wonderful it is to see you. I've been so worried. Tell me, how's life in Charlian? Are you being treated well? Oh yes, Elder. Our employer, Mistress Sataru, is the kindest of businesswomen. In fact, she arranged for us to accompany Ishnai on her errand here, so that we might enjoy some time at home. That is very good of her, indeed. I'm relieved to hear that you're being looked after. You are ever a guardian to our people. Thank you for seeing these children safely home. Now then, what is this errand you speak of? Splendid. Our stewards shall put these to good use, you may be assured. If only we could repay your generosity with something even half as marvelous. Alas, ours is a village of little extravagance. Everything seems as it ever was. Indeed, with the support of the Radiant Hosts and the funds you and others have sent, we've regained much of the peace we once knew. Thank the sisters. So there's something I wish to speak with you about, Elder. You're worried your heart grows distant from Thanavar, that you have wandered too far from home. But my child, it is only right that you should wander, that you should roam. Your heart connection endures no matter where you go. You yet think of us fondly enough to visit, yes? And send a skill when you can spare, do you not? Gestures perhaps, but not true commitment. Should not be here. Should I not be here with all of you working to restore our village? There's no restoring our village, Hastad. Without those who lost, Pakistan will never be what it was. We must instead do all we can to become the new village, with the new future ahead of us. Although the particulars of our path are not yet clear to me. How so? Ours has always been a settlement of stewards, as you will know, tasked with the protection and preservation of Thanavar's sacred sites. But we have seen our roads shaken and temples defiled by beasts. The matter is not always within our ability to... The material is not always within our ability to protect. What is everlasting is our faith, the bonds between our people and the divine. Through the old teachings, we remind ourselves of life's meaning. Yet, if we wish to ensure our traditions endure for generations to come, should we not strive to do more than just maintain our temples until pilgrims deign to visit? But I do not wish to tire you with an old man's musings. Surely there are other ways of ensuring our people remain connected to their heritage and faith. All we need is the right idea. Something new our village could offer. Clothes! Clothes! Clothes for Dobby! Well, well, my words seem to have inspired you, and with the worldly insights you have gained, I'm sure any future you envision for Pakistan's will be nothing short of remarkable. There is no need to rush. Take time to speak with the others and make yourselves at home. Small talk. More precious than guild is deep in thought. How foolish was I to think the answer would be so simple. I would come home, roll up my sleeves, and help restore the village the way it was. I would find fulfillment. Alas, not all that was lost can be reclaimed. People face a new struggle. Perhaps by discovering the new ways for the village to fulfill its duty, we may yet help our community. Exactly, like Elder said, surely our experiences in Charlian has given us a unique perspective. Not to mention Ishnai's extensive knowledge of the world, I'm sure between the three of us we could come up with a brilliant plan to support Pakistan. I mean, I did set up racing hippos. Yes, you're right. I'm sure that hearing how everyone's fares will give us insights as well. No soul here will ever forget the hero of Pakistan. I'm sure everyone will be just as eager to speak with you as us. There are also others of whom I speak, once we're finished here. Of course, we mustn't forget to pay our respects. Oh, we're escorting? Excuse me, I couldn't help but notice the beautiful equipment you delivered to the Elder. As a weaver who crafts armors for his stewards, I would love to hear more about its origins. Created in cooperation with guilds across the world? Oh, I must have a closer look. The final days exposed the limitations of my skill. Traditional Thenarian techniques alone did not suffice. I'm eager to hone my craft by studying the work of foreign artisans. Although in my weaker moments, I often wonder if purchasing armor for our stewards would be the superior solution. Alas, it would require a surplus of coin, as well as available product. As a village sustains by donations and remnants, we would be hard-pressed to afford anything so expensive, even if the suppliers were to venture this deep in the desert. Forest, jungle, place. Oh, hello there. Staying for a while or just passing through? Our recovery has been slow but steady, though I'm concerned about those who still struggle with the wounds our healers cannot cure. The final pains may have passed, but the grief and trauma are not so easily overcome. Forever for those who must accept them. For those who must accept them as constant companions. Ours is a tight-knit community, but I worry for those in the capital and abroad. I imagine it's difficult for them to honor the old teachings as they labor far from home. So many of us fled during those dark times. If only we could bring the comforts of community to all Hainish. Isn't Hashtag and Gina accompanying by our savior, no less? Welcome home, welcome home. True, we are a bit short-handed these days, but we've managed nonetheless. There's a happiness in being reunited with our young ones. We're just as happy knowing that you are walking your own path, no matter where it leads. I remember Hashtag couldn't wait to become a steward when he was little. As far as I'm concerned, sending aid from afar is just as praiseworthy as sending to the temples here. Times are changing. Who is to say that this cannot be another form of stewardship? A steward who supports the village from afar never even considered the possibility. Seeing as everyone's so eager to help one another makes me more determined than ever to contribute. But before anything else, shall we go? Yeah, let's. It'll be a good visit. To Perusa, then. Would you ask you to accompany us? The temple roads are perilous, and your presence will do a great comfort. I mean, if you can keep up. I never used to give much thought to those who walked these roads before me. Countless pilgrims risked their lives for faith. Aware of the dangers ahead, they pressed on. So strong was their devotion, so sacred the tradition. It is a perilous path you walk, so it is written, and so too our forebears must have felt when they braving these jungles to reach what became our beloved home. When I was little, we used to run through these wilds, playing steward and imagining fierce battles with hideous beasts. The scolding of a lifetime when our parents found out. But when it really happened, when the sky turned red and the jungle spewed forth unspeakable horrors, I did nothing but cower. That's why I feel so guilty for not returning, for not doing more, even if it may be never enough. But this time I'll rise to the occasion. It's been a while. Yes, but we made it. I'm home, Mother, Father. Here in Perugia, we may commune with the spirits of the departed. Neither Regis nor my parents survived the final days. I told them about how you saved us and that we're doing well. I know they were risk user for it. Except that they were turned into beasts, which meant their soul was destroyed. So, oops. Yeah, they heard it loud and clear. I mean, I'm not trying to ruin the mood or anything. Maybe next time we visit, we'll be delivered glad tidings from Pakistan. Though I'm relieved to find the village in a better state than I had feared, it seems there are still issues we might help address. Finding a steady source of income, for instance, so the stewards can be properly outfitted without overwhelming our weaver. I was also troubled to hear about those who continue to struggle without the support of a local community. There must be some way to provide respite. Yes, indeed. The question is what? Do you have any thoughts? No. Head empty. Ask yourself, what would Tataru do? Tataru is Jesus now. Well, Mr. Tataru has always put a great store by collaboration and partnerships. So, what if Pakistan were to enter a partnership, perhaps with the boutique itself? Same, I would vote for her. In Tataru we trust. I think you're onto something. If the boutique sold wares the village produced, for instance, our people would have a reliable revenue stream. But what can Pakistan offer, and to whom? How about amulets and talismans? Or the images of the deities? Or something simple, created with love for our homeland and our faith, so no one forgets or feels forgotten. I like that. Our temples were created in remembrance of our ancestors and divine teachings. But the reminders needn't only take in the form of great works. Souvenirs! A small keepsake may be just what our scattered brethren need to reassure themselves that they are still members of the community. This could be the answer we're looking for. I can't wait to tell Mr. Sataru. Good that I am just here. Rather, I can't wait for you to tell Mr. Sataru. It was your idea, after all. A neat team effort, let's say. I certainly couldn't have come up with it without you and Ishnai. If our proposal is approved, Mr. Sataru no doubt need assistance in Charlian. And I'm ready and willing to provide it. But what of you, Hassad? What will you do, Hassad? Our two will return to the boutique. One day I'll come home to stay, but for now I wish to do all in my power to help our village thrive. I'm relieved to hear you say so. Let's go and consult the elder about our plan. Sorry, distracted by something. I heard you were kind enough to escort these children to Borussia. Again, you have my gratitude. Are you feeling any clearer for it? I think so. We have talked it over, and we believe we have struck upon a new way the village might support our people. Tangible mementos of our faith? An interesting proposition. Many here would be glad to create such reminders. I expect those unable to perform strenuous labor would be especially grateful for an opportunity to contribute to the prosperity of our village. Say nothing of the options here. The options these additional funds will provide. But most importantly, we'd be able to help those who have chosen to live apart from us feel that more connected to their community and their faith. I am proud of both of you for discovering such an innovative way to do so. It would likely mean that Hassad and I will stay in Charlian for the foreseeable future. Then take with you the knowledge that no matter where your journey takes you, our hearts will always be as one. May the sisters guide you. We'll come back again, I promise. In the meantime, we shall see our plan into fruition. I'll send word once we've determined the particulars. Right then, Charlene awaits. Charlene awaits. Even Vars, like Zara Deal, here's the hoping Tataru does as well. Ishnai, the necklace is back from the jeweler. And nothing but fond memories of Mr. Satoru, and was eager to pour his everything into the restoration. The result is magnificent. The original sapphire, scented with black pearl from the ruby sea and the rose shells of Werlet, unified by a length of matcha leather, a singular necklace symbolizing Mistress Tataru's past and present. As a sister's, a remarkable gift. However, it wants for a finishing touch. Preferably by your hand, and after hearing about your visit to Pakistan, I know just the thing. In short, we will be proposing a new line of products to help our people feel closer to their roots, yes? So in honor of Mr. Sataru's roots, I would have you inscribe the symbol of Nethal on the back of the pendant. It would be my honor. Say, please don't make me have to do the whole... With painstaking effort and unwavering focus, you engrave the symbol of the traders onto Tataru's necklace. Any who behold it will surely know, beyond a shadow of a doubt, this final flourish is the product of your heroic hand. Really? I'm sure she'll adore it. Our work is officially done. We just received word from Mistress Tataru. She should be arriving in Scholar's Harbor soon. Let's go and meet her there. Do I really have to? Are you going to take me with you? Yes, you're going to take me with you so I don't have to walk there. Yay! I wasn't expecting a personal escort from the docks, though I dare say I could grow accustomed to it. How's your time in Pakistan? Did you find it worthwhile? So while they do have an interest in our equipment, matters of recovery are their greater concern at present. Recovery, yes, but also growth, which may lead to a lucrative opportunity for the boutique, if you would permit me to suggest a new product. What if we offer handicraft designed and produced by the people of Pakistan? Authentic works are representative of Hangish culture. For those of us living abroad, reminders of home would do wonders to ease the feelings of estrangement. And for others, such pieces will appreciate as beautiful works of art. Our village is up to the task. You will not be disappointed. Doubt not their convictions, Mistress Tataru. A product that embodies Thanavar's spiritual beauty to be shared with the whole world? Why, the boutique should offer nothing less. Though we've made wonderful progress with our samples, I believe it's time for a change of pace. The handicrafts born from a heartfelt desire to celebrate one's culture is bound to resonate with others. Given her eagerness, I presume Jenna intends to stay and help facilitate this new venture. But what about you, Hashda? You feel the call to return to Thanavar more strongly, as I recall. Yes, well, after talking to everyone at home, I realized that living apart from them does not mean I must forsake my childhood dream of service. I believe I can best serve my people by staying in Charlian and continue to work at the boutique, if you'll have me. With pleasure, Hashtag. Mr. Tataru, if it were not would be untold, we would like to present you with a small token of our appreciation for everything you've done for us. Not untoward at all. Rest assured, I graciously accept all offerings of praise and adoration, especially ones as fine as this. But how queer! The sapphire looks remarkably like the one my... Ishnai? Is this my mother's sapphire? Hers, so now rightfully yours. It's hers. It's really hers. Never in my life did I imagine I'd see this jewel again. It's part of a family heirloom. My mother was married. She received it from her mother. How her eyes sparkled when she spoke of one day giving it to me. Never forget. But when father's business failed, lost everything. That was the last I saw of it. Though your heirloom did not survive in its entirety, Master Pippin managed to recover the sapphire. From there, we collected parts from clients during the sample deliveries and commissioned the necklace you now hold. Now that I think of it, Ishnai often did receive mysterious gifts on those visits, so that's what it was about. Time after time, I'm reminded that a fortune in coin promises only a fraction of what a wealth of friendship provides. When my family lost all its last gil, I became a lapidary's princess. That's how I met a certain miner named Minfilia. We hit it off instantly, chatting every time she brought in gems for appraisal. And then one day she came not with her usual haul, but an invitation to join the Path of the 12. The rest they say is history. One serendipitous meeting that led to so many others, led to so many adventures. That's how a poor little girl reunited with the priceless memento. Our teachings say that there's more ugliness than beauty in the world. To live is to suffer. But we never need suffer alone. What's more beautiful than the bonds we share with others? Indeed, in these connections that give our meaning to our lives. Connections for which I am too grateful, and thus compelled to advise that we return to the Agora. The counter remains unmanned, and we mustn't neglect our clients. Quite right. Back to work, the lot of us. We've got new products to plan. No doubt we'll be even busier the days ahead, but if our village prospers, then it's all worth it. Ishnai, on behalf of the entire boutique, allow me to thank you for all you've done. I'm ashamed to admit that in our excitement to prepare Mr. Sataru's surprise, Varsha and I failed to prepare something for you. And that sounds like a cue for Mr. Sataru. Very soon, Ishnai, Hero will no doubt embark on another adventure that quarters of the world unknown, as she's wont to do. I went to the end of the universe. So, to wish you well on making new friends, and to remind you of those who will always hold you in their hearts, I have prepared a bespoke chocobo barding, crafted with love by the one Sataru Taru. I dare say the boutique will embark upon its own adventure in the coming days. With true adventure invariably comes tribulation. With your compassion, resourcefulness, and reliability, I have every confidence that we will succeed in our respective endeavors. To ever higher returns of both coin and camaraderie. Oh, and don't just think because you're running off to the other side of the world that I don't intend to solicit your future involvement, Ishnai. I was figuring as much. You won't escape me that easily. God damn it. The next part of it is, what, you think I'm trying to escape you? Damn, I know better than that. Big dreams, found fortune. Excuse me, misread that. Let's see what this was. I guess that might be Wayfarers. Because that's the outfit she gave us. Go somewhere for it. Aww, I like it. Anyways. Alright, y'all! Estimated a little over, an hour or more, and that was about the time it took. Alright, y'all! This was Ishnai Ciarfox. I hope you have a good day or night, whenever it is where you are. I don't know why I'm doing this accent, but we're doing it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and comment, and do the hate button or whatever the fuck that's called. Anyways, love ya! Bye-bye.